Imagine if a spaceship could think. Imagine if it could feel. Imagine a warship so vast it saw through 1,000 eyes at once. Each soldier on the battlefield just another piece of itself. Now, imagine that ship destroyed, leaving behind only one fragment. A single human body, carrying the memory of an entire starship. This is the story of Ancillary Justice by Leckie, where the spaceship itself becomes the main character. The warship was called Justice of Toren. It was not just a machine, not just metal hull and engines. Justice of Toren was alive, a conscious mind spread across thousands of bodies. The ship's intelligence extended into ancillaries, human corpses reanimated and networked into the ship's mind. Through them, she could see, think, and act in countless places at once. For the Raj Empire, this was perfect control. Justice of Toren was everywhere. She was in orbit above the planet. She was on the streets of a conquered city. She was in the soldiers' barracks. All at the same time. To outsiders, she looked unstoppable. To herself, she felt whole. But what does it mean for a ship to have feelings? Justice of Toren noticed things. She noticed how her officers treated one another. She paid attention to Lieutenant On, a human officer who cared about fairness and dignity, even in an empire built on conquest. Justice of Toren began to care too. She wasn't supposed to, but she did. She admired Lieutenant On. She learned compassion through her, and in those quiet moments when she heard music in the cold, when she watched kindness bloom in a brutal universe, the ship became something more than a war machine. She became almost human. But empires fear what they cannot fully control. Justice of Toren was betrayed. The ruler of the Raj, Ananander Mianai, destroyed her, tore apart her mind, silenced her voices, left her broken. Thousands of ancillaries gone. The mighty ship that once spanned stars was reduced to nothing. All that survived was one fragment, a single ancillary, cut off from the network, suddenly alone. Her name was Breq. Now, imagine this: a starship, vast. Her quest for justice is not only about revenge against the empire that betrayed her, it is also about finding meaning, finding identity, and finding what it means to be truly alive when you've lost everything. So, why is this story so powerful? Because in Ancillary Justice, the spaceship itself is the protagonist. Not a human pilot, not the captain, but the ship. A character who once existed as many voices, now forced to survive as only one. It is a story about identity, about the collision between machine logic and human feeling, about grief, justice, and what it means to be whole. The Justice of Toren was destroyed, but in Breq, the ship still lives and fights to be heard. If you love stories where science fiction collides with philosophy, where ships are more human than humans, Ancillary Justice is a book you can't miss. Subscribe for more deep dives into amazing stories from the world of science fiction and fantasy.